and only one person out of that died, but it didn't like grind me to a stop, even though we had like 250 odd colonists at that point, because half my colony could still attend to the rest of the colony and half my colony could still fight. Like, I only have like probably about, I'd probably say about 70 at most gunners in this colony, at most, out of 303, which is not a lot. It's still a lot, but like I have like a few people that are really good gunners and I have a few people that are not. So if I send some people out on a quest, half my colony's down sick, and then whatever is left in the colony is defending them and stuff, like my melee people are going to get absolutely like rooted, because they're going to take the brunt of the fight, and the people with the guns are probably the ones bonded to the animals that can do the attacking and stuff. But also, again, because I have a shit ton of panthers and thrombos, if my whole colony is home, my army is just about doubled because I have a fuck ton of attack animals. So maintaining these animals that do hauling and help rescue people and do fighting and stuff, when it comes down to a battle, it's really fucking useful. But yeah, there's also like, at the moment, we have spent at least 3 streams trying to manage food. Like, I have all these cooking benches and they're almost all empty because I don't have food to cook. And we had winter, and then we started growing crops, and then we got a cold snap, so we lost all of our crops. So I'm trying to get them to replant all the crops at the moment, which you can see like a couple of people are out here across like the whole map. A few people are like out here planting stuff. Then when those grow, my animals are going to eat them first because they're already in the pens, and then we'll harvest what little we can. Once it's harvested, the animals will be less likely to walk over and just eat it, although depends. Like, if they're still starving and there isn't much stuff around, they'll still go and eat the like pile of food that's harvested. But if I can get it inside, we can cook it, and then I can like manage the meals. But like at the start of tonight, I think we had like 606 meals, which is like, for a colony of this size, is like 1 to 2 days worth of food, you know. For anybody else's colony, 600 odd meals is like most of like a year's supply, you know. And there goes the stack. So I think somebody's picking it up as well. That's another thing too, is when people are getting at these stacks, they are disappearing briefly. So we're almost down to like no food. I can't call for traders. I've called for traders. I've used up my barter for food. The only other thing I could do is physically send a caravan out, but I don't have enough food to send a caravan out. A lot of people just go cannibal at this point. They'd cull like half the colony, any of the shit cunts, and just be like, we're gonna eat them. That's not how I operate. So yeah, they've got to plant out this area. The animals have got to stop having miscarriages, start producing like some offspring to cull, and then we can actually start having some food. Like, there's a whole what do you call it, muffalo coming in at the moment. Oh fuck yes, a trader. It's what company? Ship. Fantastic. Hold on. Hey Jackal, what are you doing? I see you peeking. Where is Cyprus? Might be the best one. I know I was going to grab Corpsey, and Cyprus is usually kind of around here. Yeah, hold on. Let's zoom out a bit more. I might have to go looking for specifically Cyprus, or he might be asleep. Where are you, mate? Yeah, how'd your MRI go? Jackal? I don't see him. I'm going to have to look him up. I was going to just use Corpsey, but I realized that Cyprus is probably a stronger talker. I know. Corpsey's a stronger talker at the moment. Interesting. Hold on. 13. Okay, well, fuck. Corpsey can go have a conversation. Mate, go get on that call. Because if they have food, I know it's exotic goods traders, so they're more likely to have, like, made food and other stuff. And they're also not likely to want to trade stuff. But I still have got 11,000 silver, so I've still got some money. So it's not too bad. I think he finished tweaking the mod I was working on yesterday. Never figured out how to upload it, though. I don't have the results yet, but first MRI. Made my body feel really weird afterwards for most of the afternoon. Yeah, they'll do that. They will do that. I find the same thing. I find like it kind of like leaves you sort of feeling like lethargic, drained, and like I don't know, just weird. Considering I had it done at 9:30, I was confused. You know, I understand. I've had like a few like MRIs myself. I know the feeling that you're talking about, and yeah, I get them too. I don't know how to describe it as well, but yeah, it really sits with you. Your best bet is like to generally just try to go to sleep after having had an MRI to try to reset yourself, kind of thing. Let me have some drink. Hold on. My stomach hurt and feel like I had to shiver. Oh yeah. Well, I don't think you have. I don't fucking know your body, but like, don't think you got like any kind of like metals and stuff in there, unless you're like really fucking high on iron or something. But nah, probably just like the whole process itself. I don't know. I always feel weird in it myself. I was looking at something then. Hold on. The call. That's what we're doing for a sec. What can I get from you? I sat on the couch watching Star Trek Voyager for a while and went to sleep, felt better. Yeah, the sleep will normally fix you up. I want to buy your animals because they'll get auto culled as soon as they come into my colony. I don't super need this stuff. You definitely don't have food, so exotic goods trade is not like the one that I need right now. But it's not like I don't need this shit. I do need components. I don't super need like a shit ton of them. Blood World medicine won't hurt. I sold that shit recently. I could buy more plasteel. I think we're still good for it, but I'm not digging up a lot of it. So I don't have much of it actually. Hold on, that's not a bad idea. I was making swords out of that, but I think that goes into something else. I'll have to see what else that's going into. Let's see. I could get a few people up in medical. We're not going to do much in the way of construction for a while. Artistic, they'll get that skill up on their own, and I do feel like there's at least somebody that could do it with melee. That's going to cost me a bit. I don't need more books. I do think we need livers, I'm pretty sure, but I do know a couple people that need some lungs. Prosthetic heart, arm, architect eye. I do need like some of the stuff, but not right now. I also wouldn't mind buying gold because we're doing floors and shit. And for some reason, this isn't counting all of my fucking gold. All my silver isn't being accounted for. So it must be outside of the range of the fucking scanner. Which, I don't know if I can build a thing in time for it. But I thought I saw another, like, Thrumbo calf that was born. Could just be like I have a shit ton of them. Fuck it. I know I've got like several. What? How do you feel about that several? Because I can't find my fucking silver apparently. So I just don't feel like that's fair. Hold on. Okay, so what do I actually want out of this? I do want components. I don't need that. That takes off some money. I don't super need Glitter World Medicine or advanced components at the moment. I don't super need plasteel. I wouldn't mind getting the medical stuff. I would like to get the stuff, but that's a would like. We barely have that. And I do want the lung. I want the lung probably over teaching somebody melee. Even though I'd love to get my hands on these again at some point, and I can't afford gold. So because I don't know why it's not picking it up, it's probably like just outside of it. I'll see if I can... Where the fuck is my silver? I've got silver in here. And I've got one of these. Is that a big pile of silver there? Like 304. And this isn't reaching it. Okay, hold on. I've got... No, I've got them there. I've got two. I've got two. I gotta move those two at some point. Okay, hold on. Where the fuck is all of my silver at? It's gotta kind of... I'd like them to have it on the floor so that I can fucking click it a bit easier. Because, like, I can click on that, but... This is only 8,000. So all this should be counting for, unless I have a power outage in here, which I don't appear to. Fuck knows. I guess that's about as best we can get. And it's gonna drop like around here. I don't know why it tries to like do this. Okay, the goat, oh my god, the goat's fucking stuck. So I have to slaughter them where they stand because they've decided to put them there. And somebody's gonna need a lung. I should just pull that lung inside. I don't know why there's a cat just chilling there. Yes? That's ice cream for breakfast. Ah, yes, the best breakfast. I've done that before. Like, when I do rigging and shit, honestly, like, I just want, like fatty, creamy sort of foods and stuff. And, or, like, healthy fat shit. And, yeah, sometimes I've had, like, been lucky enough to have, like, a tub of ice cream and shit still, and I'll just eat a bowl of ice cream and go to bed. Like, they'll do it. That's my, like, dinner, breakfast. That's my everything in one hit. Hey, Andre. How you doing? See you with your popcorn. Go find somebody that needs medical. I could teach you more medical, but you're not passionate about it. Having, was it jailed the lactose intolerant side of me? What? The ice cream at you. Was it where the ice cream at you? I'm lactose intolerant too, but like, it's not gonna stop me. Just pick your battles kind of thing. I might give Woozy the thing, since he's incapable of nothing else and he missed out on it last time. Where did it go? Oh no, it's still back over here. Okay, I don't want you to haul it. Can you set hauling and then use it instead? And get your medical up a bit. And where is Woozy in here? I kind of set this off by different lists before. It should be like alphabetical. Had pizza for dinner the other night with ice cream dessert. What was it? Iced coffee syrup on it. Very good. I mean, coffee on it is pretty good. I did have a friend back in like just after high school and stuff, was kind of like would put instant coffee on top of ice cream, like just like, you know, the granulated instant coffee, and then like stir it in, and it would give you like a little crunch of like coffee as you're like eating the ice cream. It was kind of like, there's an ice cream called Hokey Pokey. I don't know if you guys got it everywhere, but it's got like little chunks of like honey in it, like crystallized honey and shit. So when you eating like this vanilla ice cream and then you come across like this chunk of honey, it does the same kind of thing. It's just like a crispy texture type thing in amongst it, sweeter. But yeah, the instant coffee I was kind of skeptical with it, and then I actually had it and I'm like, nah, it's actually kind of okay, because obviously coffee ice cream exists, right? So yeah, makes sense. I'm gonna save that too. I don't know where the rest of the stuff was. I didn't buy a lot, so it should be probably all. Go now, nice stream. No worries. There's no Thursday stream this week, just as a heads up, so I'll be back on Friday. I'll catch you Friday then. But yeah, I'll see you around, Bananarama. Coffee, should try that. Put Milo on top already, so that can blend nicely. See, I'm not really a big fan of putting Milo on stuff. I'm more of like, if I've got access to Milo, I'm just eating the Milo out of the tin. Like, I don't need dairy with it. It just kind of like waters it down. You know, but yeah, I don't buy Milo for obvious reasons. But yeah, it would probably go together pretty well. But I don't know. I kind of like having like ingredients kind of like, depends on what it is. Sometimes I like them just on top of like an ice cream, and then other times I like it absolutely fucking like woven through it kind of thing. Milo chocolate toppings, custard were my go-to mixes for ice cream. So Milo, chocolate topping, and custard. Do you mean like, are you talking about like a chocolate syrup, or are you talking about like that magic chocolate shit that like hardens like a brick on top of it? Just to like clarify which type of chocolate top you've got. Like I haven't had like fancy ice cream, like any of this for like freaking decades and stuff. The chocolate syrup, yeah. Man, I saw somebody putting like fucking caramel syrup in a coffee the other day, and I'm like, I'm not really one for like doing anything to a coffee, But I'm like, for some reason, I'm like, I could get behind like a syrup or something like that, like a caramel or chocolate syrup. Like I just kind of forgot that they existed. And I'm like, I don't know what I would use it with, but like I'd love to. This is one of those like small, what do you call it? Like small wants that like most people would be like, just go and buy it. It's probably like $2-3. And I'm like, yeah, no, I don't have like a practical application use for it. So it's kind of like, it's like a special treat kind of thing that like I would have to think of something to use it for and then like justify wanting to get it and shit kind of thing. Never used of it. We had caramel syrup and vanilla syrup for coffee. I mean, I know when I was growing up and stuff, we used to use it for like milkshakes or thick shakes and shit like that. But my mum also used to make like a pretty decent like iced coffee as well. She used to do it with like ice cream and stuff. It was just the fucking best. Like you go swimming and then, you know, it's a fucking hot summer day. You're exhausted and then you get like this like giant ass glass or like, you know, one of those cold metal jar things that you get like milkshakes and stuff in. You get like that. And then you have like this fucking frosty ass like iced coffee with like thick ice cream and shit in it as well. It's just like the friggin' best. But like we were like super fucking athletic kids as well. So we were like running ourselves ragged. So I think in some cases it was like one of those like the only way to keep weight on us when we were like running around in summer. Because like in Australia, for anybody that's not Australian, it's like hot as balls here, right? In summer. And then on top of that, like you're swimming around, so you're exerting a lot of like energy, and then, you know, you're also like heating yourself up as well. You're also in the sun, so you're getting that like extra like sunburn fatigue shit. And then you're also a kid, so you're expending energy in like every direction at the same time, like rapidly. And yeah, I don't know, just like we only ever got it in summer and it was just amazing. I have no idea how to make it. I roughly know sort of vaguely the product that mum used, but I don't know like amounts. I've tried to make it myself before, but it is like as an adult, it's sickening kind of thing. And I don't know if it's just like my ratios might be off or products have changed since I was a kid. I don't know. Maybe a little bit of everything above sort of thing, but yeah, I don't know. That's killing me now. So I really want. I mean, unfortunately, I can't drop a recipe for that because I don't know legit like how to make it. But I don't know. There was like this like coffee syrup sort of thing that she'd use with like definitely like full cream milk and like just like the cheapest vanilla ice cream that you could get. You know, like the tubs that are like 4 fucking liters or something like that, and they're mostly just foamy air. Those tubs of ice cream were like the ones that were better for it and stuff, because like they just blend better and stuff. But yeah, apart from that, I don't know the amounts and shit. And Deli is coming to get that. So practically 4 liters for $4. I mean, is that what they're now, or is that what they were then? Because like I don't know what the cost of ice cream is, but I assume that it's like record high shit. I just assume everything is like really expensive if it's not part of like my usual purchase kind of thing. I think it's worse than that now. I don't even know where the ice cream section is in my grocery store. I haven't gone looking for a while. Like I have had ice cream in the house like recently, but like I know my partner's got it, and my grocery store keeps fucking like moving shit around. So like they used to have it in these like tub bin things that you used to like lean into and get and stuff. It made sense. And then they started like shuffling everything around. So you go to like wherever something was supposed to be, and now it's not there. And now your entire shopping trip takes like 52 extra years, you know, like that kind of a logic. Actually, I wonder if I could call for allies at this point. It's been a little while, because I could really do with still buying some more food if I could. I was hoping that Corpsey might be in the area, but he does kind of like migrate, you know, throughout the base. So I don't think he's around here. I'm usually in wall fridges as doors now. Freezers even. Yeah. I don't know. My local Woolies like has breakdowns and shit all the time. So like, you know, the freezers and stuff. Like they have one freezer thing, like one of those open ones that aren't like fully sealed sort of thing. You think it's like a fridge, but it's their freezer. But they've got one of those and it's like almost always broken. So around Christmas time, they just started stocking like Christmas decorations and hams and shit on it that didn't need to, like, the items specifically that didn't need like actual like refrigeration and stuff, they started like using it for that. I'm like, that's an interesting use of a fridge. I mean, yes, it's still shelving and stuff, but it's not like they had anywhere else to put the stuff, you know? So they could do better. Like, they could have done anything and they chose to put like bonbons in the freezer, so, you know, choices were made and I think they used their space as best they could. There you are. He's right near it too. I'm gonna see if I can call for probably like, I'll call for the more primitive tribes first because they're probably more likely to have food. Fuck off, bug. Not about that. There's always like a bug whenever I stream. Anyway, it's normally because like I'm streaming at night and I have a light over my head, so there'll always be like a bug, but that looked like a mosquito. I don't know where it went though. I'll find out later. It'll bite me. One of those people that are prone to getting bitten. Cool, I can definitely still ask for a trade. I was actually thinking I would love to get something that isn't just a bulk goods trader, but I desperately need food. You stay there for a second. Who are you guys okay with? You hate everybody? Yeah, you hate everybody. I probably could have called in this guy with this one. That was probably more what I was thinking. I could call in probably call in them, even though they hate them. But I could really do with, I'm going to take the risk with my allies because we need food that much more. Like, we're going to get a harvest kind of soon, but I still need to trade for food. I still have a fuck ton of leathers and everything. I maintained them as an ally with that massive negative to neutral goodwill. What do you mean? Like this? I send them transport pods occasionally. Usually speaking, we normally have enough food for me to actually leave the base, and then I'll normally just send off like 5 or so caravans in any which direction and go and like trade with an ally. If they're traded with recently, they stay like relatively like positive with you. When I am with them, if I've got something particularly shit that I don't want to cart home, I'll gift it to them. And then we'll just go home and I'll just lose out on having that particular item. So I don't really care too much about that. But when we were moving, I sent them like hundreds of transport pods of just random stuff. Like, I have still got some stuff. Like, I could still send them a shit ton of clothing. Speaking of, we're only down to 95 tattered apparel. So that's doing really good. But like, I have a shit ton of clothing. I'm not selling the leathers at this point because I'm selling the shitty clothes that my people are removing from themselves. And I do have armor and stuff in here, which I'm not as lucky at selling this crap to them. Like, it's still got some percentage, but it's beneath what they want to wear at the moment. So, but yeah, it's not too hard to keep them like positive. I just have like, generally speaking, a fuck ton of resources. Typically speaking, I have a fuck ton of food and not a lot of other resources. Right now, if I scooch over here, we've got 90,000 wood, we've got like 6,000 uranium, like they're neither here nor there kind of stuff. Let's see, we've got 2,000 sheep wool, 9,000 blue fur, there's 15,000 plain leather, there's 13,000, I guess that's blue fur, and that must be wool. And we've got a fuck ton of rocks, we've got like 9,000 granite blocks, and yeah, 7,000 marble and stuff. We have a lot of resources, right? I just haven't been trading those specifically. I can. I've still got 8,000 silver, right? But I also have plans for the silver, so I am trying to not use up just purely silver. The exotic goods traders didn't really want to buy much in the way of stuff that I could trade for, which meant I used up some of my silver. And I do have plans to do a lot of flooring and crap with that. So that's unideal, but I'm also trying to still rip up as much flooring if I can Sad Wanderer, Sandy, that's fine. Give me one of these for a second. So, I'm still trying to rip up a fuck ton of flooring around the place. Right? Like, I'll just plop that one there for the moment, because we'll probably work on that. I know that's cancelled it out, but I've got like lots of areas where we're trying to bring up steel and jade and gold and plasteel, uranium, and all that sort of stuff around the map as well, so I can have the resources to keep building shit. So yeah. Ravenously hungry, mate, I'm not even surprised. We have like 15 potatoes and 51 berries. That's not gonna feed anybody for a day. We're down to like, we have a packaged survival meal for some fucking reason. I don't know who made that, but good on ya. Like, people are in here making stuff. Like, what are you making with just rice? Are you making simple meals from just rice? I'm guessing they used up the items. That's fine. But, yeah. I've got to get them to the point where we can actually do, like, a solid harvest. We're getting close, though. Like, what day is it? It's the 9th of April, May. So it's only been, like, probably 2 days. We've got some crops. But I'm also against the, like, animals with trying to get access to getting them. My animals have still got to eat. And is this getting planted corn? Yes. Animals still got to eat, but... Tadashi, what are you doing in there? Tadashi, mate. Just don't break one of those, okay? I don't care about the wall. Yeah. Anywho. So, I don't know. Normally speaking, if I had like a lot of spare food, I would probably just like yeet it to an ally. Or if they got like low, like if this guy gets much lower, I will probably have to send a transport pod with like miscellaneous goods and stuff. Like I could sprinkle like a little bit of jade, a little bit of like leathers, the I don't know, I could probably give him a little bit of medicine. Some stones, not much else, but like it would all add up eventually. Like asking to have 2 specific traders that hate each other coming together, that's a pretty fucking big risk, because like if these guys fight these guys, then we got problems. If they decide that, okay, if they decide to like rock up on the same fucking corners of the thing and they're gonna leave this way, then they're gonna fight each other on the corner, you know, so I gotta be careful of that shit too. But there's not much I can do about that. I just have to get somebody to them as soon as they arrive and then fucking get them to leave. I want to call for the other 2 ASAP, but I also have to kind of wait a hot minute. And I'm still kind of like mildly moving, mildly building this stuff. Like you 2 are not supposed to be up here, but I gotta move shit down a little bit. I also super don't want to have that in here. I kind of would like to put it in one of my battery rooms, but we'll see how we go. Let me stretch my leg a little bit. There you go. Apparently when I stretched my leg, I triggered like ultimate yawn stretch. That's a bit better. Alright, have they made the solar? No. Probably because we don't have the components yet, and we're up to about 5,000 steel, so it's not like we're running low. And we got 22 spare components. If I could hold off making some EMPs for a moment, we could probably get enough components to probably fix up a whole bunch of stuff, and it looks like all of these guys have been ready to go. I've also started using the chem fuel and the wood as well to help power the base, which is why we've finally got lightly stable power. I'm not saying we actually have stable power, I'm just saying it's getting better, you know. I also kind of wouldn't mind putting like another battery room up here somewhere. I just don't know quite where I want to put it. I thought about putting it like in here. If I could dig this away, maybe I could fit one like here. But I kind of don't want to lose anywhere that can grow. And these guys are real close anyway, so I'll see how I go with this. Once I've got it dug out, it'd be good though. Can't wait to like remove this shit. Get lucky for some venometic power cells. I mean, I've got one. I had others. We had them at our first location. But again, our people just like broke them after a while. It's kind of like how we have a few of these. But like we recently got another one. which was good because my people had kicked, I think we had 5 and we were down to like 3. So my people have been kicking them, and depending on the state of the base, like we don't always get to like rebuild them. We're up to 4 and stuff. So yeah, we have nice things, but when they don't have very nice things, they go and break good shit. Like we had resurrected mech serums, we had healing mech serums. They broke those. Nothing much I can do about that. But yeah, we had supplies. We had like valuable